Alright guys, welcome to another E3 video. So this time, they announced they had a world premiere for Dying Light 2 at the Xbox conference. I'll show you the trailer for that, and then they also have they call it a gameplay world premiere. So I guess it's technically in-game footage and everything. So kind of react to it, I'm going to show it, then kind of talk about it, and kind of compare it to the first game a little bit with my thoughts and everything. So hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for all the support. If you're excited for this game, just destroy that like button, and let's do this, guys.
It's been 15 years since the fall. The city is a corpse, and we are the worms. We burrow in it, fighting for every useful piece of land to preserve ourselves from the terrors of the night and the horrors of the day.
I know not who can hear my voice. I shall therefore speak a word unto hear. Anyone who dares to steal food will be hanged, and their bodies will be exposed.
Every day we rise from dust to choose between bad and worse.
Get him!
You're dead now!
And these choices we take to survive will create the world to come. You know the drill. Get to the nearest safe house and wait until dawn. Good night, and good luck.
Dying Light 2 features a functioning ecosystem that reacts on multiple levels to the things you do and the choices you make. In the example we're about to show you, our protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with two survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
Are you going to insult us with another final offer?
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeepers' orders, one way or another.
Stay back!
After this, you'll start seeing a significant change in the city, as access to the water supply has allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area. There's even running water for the people at street level. And that raises their morale and allows you to replenish your energy on the go. But there's a cost to this.
I know not who can hear my voice.
The PKs have a rigid approach to law and order.
Anyone who dares to...
So while the streets may be safer, it's only safe for those who side with them. So if you get on their bad side... Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to team up with this group to supply water in the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city. With water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade. But this in turn attracts the worst type of people to the area. And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you'll have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world, your own city from the apocalypse. Each player's game experience will be unique. And by the way, this is just what happens in the day. At night, well, things tend to get a lot darker.
All right, so the guy did a fantastic job narrating. I'm not gonna. I'll try to just kind of talk and give you my insight on what I feel like as far as looking at the gameplay. I know he talks. He goes in depth about the choices you make with the water supply example, how it can be like a precious commodity, and depending on how you take these side missions on, it affects the game. He said like during the day. I know they're trying to push that nighttime thing on you. So, parkour looks amazing. Game looks fantastic. Techland did a fantastic job updating the first game. I mean, year after, I wouldn't say year after year because it's only been out for a couple of years, but they just constantly update it, and it makes me really excited that they're not going to just like have a big launch and then they never touch it again. So when he jumps on the side of his truck, I was like, it looks so smooth. Check this out. Like, that is sick.
Are you going to insult this with another final offer?
I like how they got the soundtrack from the first game. I bet the same person composed it. Combat looks pretty smooth still. Still looks really like frantic and crisp. So like now that you made that choice and killed those guys, he's gonna like take you to the example of, you know, many days later. I'm guessing in game days, not like actual playing it, but it's pretty cool because you'll see like water is just available. And the guy's like washing his hands and stuff, and he turns it off. But he said because of that, by making that choice, you're on a different side, and then it's just, I guess it's a game of like whose side you want to be on at that point. I don't know if it's like an ever-changing world or what, but it seems like.
So if you get on their bad side.
Yeah, so he's talking about them like just.
Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing
so it's going to be kind of like, I wouldn't say like Far Cry 5 because that didn't really have a lot of choices you make, but a lot of games coming up will have a lot of choices. So really excited to see where this game goes. I think that weapon looked awesome. So if I'm not mistaken though, the setting for this just looks, I don't know if it's not in the same area. It looks like it's somewhere else.
It allows you to carve out your own world, your own city from the apocalypse.
So, okay, I guess referring to Far Cry, so you can do side missions and progress with the story. I'm guessing this might have something kind of like that, where it's you make your own story and then eventually the main story just happens.
Darker.
We haven't seen any zombies. There it is. All right, well, with that being said, I'm not sure what else I'll cover. I know that we got the Sony press conference and the Ubisoft one coming up. I may do more videos on anything I saw on Xbox, but I love you guys. I'll check out the comments and see what you'd like me to cover. And take it easy.